right? Like, it's like, if you're gonna be the type of bitch that like a nigga, you want a nigga to take care of you and everything, but it's like, all right, you have to like pick a balance. Like, it's like, you cannot just be a bitch that's like, oh, my man take care of me, he does the bills, but it's like, what do you do? What are you contributing? Like, it's like, all right, like, you can't be complaining like, oh, I cook, I clean every day. It's like, okay, but you don't work, you don't contribute to the house. So I just feel like it's like, and like sometimes people be like, oh, so this is like really controversial, right?
Cool.
I feel like it's very controversial when like, be like, oh, I don't go 50-50, but it's like, all right. So if you and your man make the same amount of money, right? But only your man is the one that paying all the bills. How y'all ever gonna save up to like buy a house or buy a business? Because he's never gonna be able to afford to. So it's like certain things is like a joint thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like all right. So this is what I believe.
Y'all hear that, right? So I wanted to do a reaction video about this. That's Cardi B right there. And she stated her controversial concept about feminism and 50-50, or the side effect of feminism. Meaning that if a man pay all the bills, right, this is one of the side effects. If a man pay all the bills and then still have to help you, assist you around the house and do your daily duty, I look at that as a bad contract, right? Because there's no way that that's feasible. Y'all supposed to help each other out in whatever department that needs help in. But mostly women, they're not willing to help you out. We're talking about the majority here. Now, you do have some women that actually understand their role, understand what's going on, and they contribute in many different ways. We're not talking about those women. We're here to talk about the woman that doesn't do any of that think that WAP, as they say. They don't cook, they don't clean, and they expect everything else in between, right? But this is how smart Cardi B is. She's sending you guys this concept, and in the background, she's actually doing the opposite. She basically said that she's a traditional woman. She said that out of her own mouth. Yeah, I'm a traditional woman. I'm not a feminist. I just sell those concepts to the masses. So all I'm here to tell you guys is that this is one of the side effects of the internet, right? I believe that the internet has altered everyone's reality. The phones that we use today, think about it, right? Some things you don't know about, so you might research about, and then you might think that that's the answer without doing your full analysis. Mostly people stay on the surface. They don't dive deep, so they wouldn't practically know. So one of the side effects of these phones to me is, and the internet, is that it alters your way of thinking. You're comparing yourself to something that's, how do you say it, superficial. Give me a 1 in the chat if you think that Cardi B is a feminist. Give a 2 in the chat if you think that she's just playing on the ideal of being a feminist, but she's actually very traditional. Put a 3 in the chat if you think that she's just spinning the whole world, right? Or should she be responsible for saying, hey, go in there and do that. I'm gonna stay here and I'm not gonna do it. But I look at it like it's marketing. This is how people make their money and they living, but it comes to the expense of others. Welcome to capitalism. We're in a capitalistic society where money trumps most things, which then leads to power and everything else, right? So with that concept, it's like you have to step on somebody else in order to get to the next level. And to me, that's what these music muggles do. You heard it out of her mouth herself. Now, about the 50-50 thing. 50-50 to me, that's a marketing term. Because everybody wants results, fast, and everything else. Do I think that 50-50 concept work? No, I think you should give 100% effort on everything that you do. Say for instance, you get 50%, they get 50%, right? That's just 100%. 100% is just good enough for one person. What about the other 100% that's missing from the other? So if you was to just give 100% effort, see, it shouldn't be 50-50 and you go directly to bills and money. It should be effort, because effort, that's what really gets you the money. That's what really gets you the bag. Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about this. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend to tell a friend. But we're gonna run it back again. We're gonna run it back again because more people have to hear this. Listen.
If you're gonna be the type of bitch that like a nigga, you want a nigga to take care of you and everything, but it's
Listen.
like, all right, you have to like pick a balance. Like it's like you cannot just be a bitch that's like, oh, my man.
You have to basically put in some effort. Cooking, cleaning, that's good that you cook. It's good that you clean. We're not going to overlook those things, but it's more to the world other than that. You think just cooking and cleaning pay bills? No, it doesn't. You know, it's just something that you have to do on the daily if you like a clean place or you like something to eat. So I think people are over exaggerating or they're highlighting this. Oh, the only thing a woman needs to do is this. Life is bigger than that. Think about it like this. Back in the days, our grandparents and all these, our ancestors, right? They cooked, they cleaned, and they did way more other things that they're not telling you about just to make sure things work. So why are we, the internet has a side effect on where they just highlight the small part. You have to zoom out to watch the whole entire picture. Don't look at the pixel, right? Zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that in order to grow, both parties must produce 100% effort. It's about effort, not about monetary values. It's not about that. But we're so caught up and so stuck on the monetary that we're missing out the whole picture. Can we talk about it? Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about that.
He does it for those, but it's like, what do you do? What do you contribute? Like, it's like, all right, like, you can't be complaining like, oh, I cook, I clean every day. It's like, okay, but you don't work. You don't contribute to the house. So I just feel like it's like, and like sometimes people be like, oh, so this is like really controversial, right?
It's cool.
I feel like it's very controversial when like,
yes, it is.
Like, oh, I don't go 50-50, but it's like, all right. So if you and your man make the same amount of money, right? But only your man is the one that paying all the bills. How y'all are gonna save up to like?
She made a valid point. See, the point that she made, I call it compound interest. If just one person's saving and the other person isn't saving, as a unit, you're failing, right? If two people are, that's why two heads and two brains is better than one. If two people, if they're contributing and putting money in the pot, that pot is going to grow at a compound rate faster than just one person doing it. So you're actually getting richer. You're actually attaining your goals. You can actually put that 100,000, that 200,000 down on the house, on your dream home, right? You can actually do those things. I was told 2 is better than 1. But in this modern world, they're going to tell you 1 is better than 2. Let me repeat. I was told 2 was better than 1. But in this modern world and these new concepts, right, they tell you that 1 is better than 2. What? No, 1 is just for you. See, it's the selfish act that they're highlighting. The same thing with me, I. How about we? This is how the world works. Us. You know, this is how the world works. But let's continue. That's the reality of it. I think people aren't living in today's society. They're living in their phone. You're not really living in reality. Reality is much different from what you see on these tablets, on these iPhones, on these Androids, on Instagram, TikTok. Like, it's not reality. So don't allow the machine to alter your reality. This is the same reason why somebody tell me the mayor in New York, Mayor Adams. This is the same reason why Adams is actually suing Twitter, suing the social media mogul, right? Because he understands the side effect of it taking attention away from the kids, from the youth, discouraging them, making them do heinous crimes, trying to keep up with what they see online. Let me repeat. Everyone and their grandmothers, right, is trying to keep up to what they see online, but online isn't actually in real time. Let me repeat. Online concepts doesn't exist in real time. So you have to be careful. Today's world, it's hard to differentiate what's real and what's fake. Think about it. You see a lady walking down the street nowadays, it's kind of hard to even say, is that really a lady? You have to question yourself now, don't you? For example, let's flip the script. Ladies, you walking down the street, you see a guy, it's like you have to question yourself, is that a guy or what do they identify as? You see how far we came? Now you have to question the questions. Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. Another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. Don't forget to smash that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the beginning. This is not the end. Subscribe to the channel. And remember, positivity over negativity always. Peace, love, and blessings.